Hi everyone, and welcome to Los Brownies podcast. As you guys can tell, the seat next to me is empty. We have some really tragic news. Unfortunately, Cheeto suffered a pretty serious accident, and he's not doing too great. And so I just wanted to let everybody know it's a tough time for Cheeto. Oh my God, he's so brave. Oh my God, he's he's so brave. He made it. What? You made it at the hospital? Oh my God, you have to be shitting me. Careful. You are the stupidest person in this whole world.
I'm here to tell my truth.
Bro, why you got that neck brace?
Well, hold up. Can we say good morning, good afternoon, somebody?
Good
Hello?
evening. Good evening.
Listen, I'm just here to tell my truth, really. Andaba cortando cebolla, dude, para el recalentado. Sas, culebra. I was like, eso no huele a cebolla. I was like, oh, it's my thumb.
Why
I
have a
chopped my thumb.
Why do you have a neck brace?
Amanecí chueco.
You're so
Nah, just kidding.
stupid.
Quítame eso, producción.
Get
Ay.
it out of here. Get it out. Mucha ropa. Mucha
De por-
ropa.
De por
Producción,
sí,
can
dude.
you put seductive music?
Oh, like this. Era, a ver, producción, Craig,
Yes.
go back to Jesse's lens, and then have and then you're gonna say, production, give me seductive music.
Okay. A ver, producción. Producción, can I please have some seductive music? Throw it to the people.
Craig, bitches!
You know what you should have
No.
done? You should have thrown it to the
Listen.
camera.
Oh, to the camera.
So the people can catch your big ass bra.
That's what they want. See, the trick is marketing trick here.
Ah.
Producción, una musiquita, por favor. Marketing trick 101. Okay?
Okay.
You gotta leave the people wanting more.
No, it's wrong. Absolutely. Jeff Bezos does that all the time. He leaves his employees starved for more money.
I've worked for Jeff Bezos
Fuck that guy.
personally before
Oh, that's right. You
at
you were-
Amazon. No, I worked.
you were his gigolo, huh?
And Joanna. Wait a minute. These are censored words we cannot speak
Oh,
about.
I mean, you were his male
Okay.
entertainer, his spicy male entertainer.
I'm just gonna take the glasses off because I'm not gonna play around anymore.
I don't know where you see sunlight, bitch.
I know everyone's been asking, hey, you guys have been gone
Yeah.
for about 2 months.
No.
No, we haven't been gone.
It's like
for
what,
2
like
months.
2-3 weeks maybe?
It's been a while.
It's
But
been a little
listen,
bit of time, but in our defense, like Thanksgiving came, we had a lot of family come and visit us. No. Sometimes when you wear glasses, like te cansan, you know? And then te acuerdas how miserable your life is, and you're like,
Yeah.
No,
Speaking of glasses, I can't find my glasses. So it is pretty damn fucking miserable.
yeah. Yeah, no, we had like family come over and visit us. Our parents came over, our friends came over, you know, we had family over and we just wanted to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
No queríamos tener pressure of recording, and the studio was being used as a spare room.
It's just- yeah.
So
You gotta do what you gotta do. You guys
gotta
remember.
do what you gotta do.
Donde hay piso hay cama.
Exactly.
Or in our case, donde hay studio
Ay, cama.
hay cama.
Because we don't have an extra spare bedroom, okay? Because we're what? Because we're
Poor.
poor. Thank you.
We're poor.
Before we get to that,
Yes.
I have a little thing that I
Well,
jotted down. Okay.
But
okay.
before we even get to that,
Okay.
the people have been desperately, like, sadly, like me dan lástima.
Dan asco también.
The-
Maybe that's just me. I'm sorry.
They've been desperately asking me for the details of what happened to my thumb.
I've never. I manage your social media team. Never heard of that.
Not one
Not
question.
one
arose.
question.
Yeah. No. Okay, so let me go ahead and just paint the picture.
Do it.
Actually, you know what? We haven't done these in a very long time.
What?
Can we do a flashback?
Yes.
Can we do a flashback?
Yes, producción. Can you go do a flashback? Era un what?
It all
Era un
started.
28 de enero. ¿Cómo me hiere esa fecha? Adon. What is it? Adon.
No me la sé.
I don't know it either.
Pendeja.
No, Luciano? No.
No sé. Mira, listen.
Lo seguía una camioneta.
If you're gonna commit, you need to commit.
I know, dude.
Okay?
It just. I just thought about it right now, dude.
Oh,
You can't snap, you fucking loser. Dude, so Cheeto has been obsessed with watching the Juan Gabriel documentary. Shout out. Excellent. We watched it. Loved it. And Juan Gabriel does his little mannerisms, right? And Cheeto does it all the time, but now his thumb's all fucked up. ¿Se
And I
acuerda?
can't do it, dude.
He does it here. He goes like... Se agüita. He
Yeah,
looks at his
dude.
thumb. Snaps. He looked at his wrong one. Y se agüita, dude.
This hand is just... It's
Is this your right or your left hand?
It's my left hand. It's a reoccurring nightmare when I look at this left hand.
Uh-huh.
And it really sucks because you ever ask yourself, like, if I would lose one of my fingers, which one would be the least one that I would care about? Let me
Not the
tell you
thumb.
something. The thumb is crucial. It's
Crush.
crush. Exactly.
Super
It is
crush.
crush. The thumb is crush.
That's
A veces
right.
quiero agarrar cosas así nada más like de pura maña because I'm so used to it. And I'm like, ¡ay, pues su perra madre! Y me echo un credo, dude. Me hinco y me veo así desesperados como ustedes, dude. Me veo y me arrepiento lo que vean en el espejo.
Your
Pero
thumb.
okay.
Not even the body, the
Yeah,
thumb.
the thumb, dude. Okay.
Está cabrón, no, está
Producción,
cabrón.
let me do a little flashback
isn't
memory.
it like the thumb, like one of the things that you like, your thumb is the most important for like grip?
I've come to realize the hard way, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, no,
I mean, they're all, look, the thumb is for
Yo me
grip.
chingo
The
un-
pinky is actually one of the most strongest fingers that you have for its size. The pointer finger is to blame people. The middle finger is to fuck you. So if I had to get rid of one, I'll get rid of this one.
I would like to keep them all, actually.
That's not an option.
I would like to
That's
keep
not
them
an
all.
option. That's
No,
not an option.
Okay, producción, let's go back in time
Sí,
a little bit.
sí.
Okay, everyone listening right now. So, what you're seeing me do right here is chopping onions. And as I'm beautifully chopping onions with the beautiful technique,
Of course.
you see me look up and speak to a family member, and I tell them, you know what? I chop onions amazingly.
Yes.
Amazingly. Let me show you exactly how I chop these onions using this beautiful brand new knife that my girlfriend bought me.
Absolutely.
And we only have 3 of these, and they're the sharpest knives that we have.
And that's all we need.
And I was cutting onions, again, para el recalentado for el pozole. And shout out to my mom, because my mom hace un pozole, dude. Un pozole para hincarse y pedirle perdón a Dios. ¿De qué? No sé.
Pero de algo.
Un pecado en el futuro que vas a cometer. ¡Pecador!
So stupid.
So,
And you're cutting onions?
I was cutting onions. And like bien confiado, I chopped down. I swear to you, it happened so fast. I couldn't even see from so much blood. By the time I looked down, my finger was covered in blood.
Yeah.
It looked like this, mira.
You're so stupid.
My finger was covered in blood.
How you do that so quick?
I don't know, dude. Mira, y eso que no me sirve de thumb. Para que
I
veas
know.
que inútil eres tú.
I
Yo
know,
no
I
tengo
do
un dedo.
Y yo los tengo todo and I just can't throw gang signs. I just...
No. So,
not for me.
I was chopping the onion. My hand, all of a sudden, like I didn't miss the complete onion. I chopped down bien confiado. But when I looked down, my hand was already full of blood. And then I was next to the sink, so then I washed it out. And then when I washed it out, there was a split second donde no blood was coming. Or the blood was barely about to come out my finger. But you can see how deep the cut was.
Yeah.
And I think not everyone saw my finger because I immediately covered it afterwards and then applied pressure.
Uh-huh. You gave it CPR. Like, don't die on me, damn it.
Yeah, and it was pretty deep, dude. It was, pero the question I get mainly is, did it hurt? Actually, no. The question, I don't know why people ask me this.
Qué feos son. A ver.
The question that I've been receiving the most is, did you cry?
They know you would cry, buddy.
I did not cry.
I'm
You
here
as
to
my
confirm.
witness.
I'm here to confirm that he actually did not cry. And you know what? It was actually like nos agüitamos bien bad because Chiro amaneció doing like in such a good attitude. He's like, yeah, you guys, like we're gonna have a great day. And he woke up. He's like, se me tocó un pozolito. And he's like, don't worry, you guys, I got you. Yo corto la
No, it's cause our oldest sister
was here.
was here.
Yeah.
And then I saw
From Alcatraz.
I saw a little tray of onions that she had cut.
Oh, and this bitch cut the pieces like
and
this
I was like,
big.
dude, parecían little
It looked
onions.
like little garlic cloves.
I was like, who the fuck cut the onions? So then I was like, girl, let me show you.
That's right.
I was like, let me show you how you cut them. I swear to you, dude.
No, you said, let me show you how to come like a real woman. And then you looked at her husband and you're like, this is what a real woman does.
I said, this is, I was really trying to not say that, but I see how you remembered. It's because my sister cut the onions really bad. Really
Yeah.
thick pieces of onions.
Yeah.
For un pozole.
It was kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you come to my house on my daughter's wedding and you fucking cut onions like this? Out.
Yeah, no, and so then that's when I was like, who the fuck cut onions like this? And then
It was that bitch.
my sister's husband was like, oh, that's just the way she likes it. And I was like, hell no. And then I told my sisters, I told my brother-in-law, I told him, listen, look, let me show you how a real woman cuts onions.
You proceed to chop your finger
And then I
off.
chopped my finger off. Now, I did not cry. I did not.
They were asking you if you cried because they know you're sensitive.
I
soul.
swear to you, people, like, that's the first thing.
That's valid.
When I tell them exactly, like, como me corté, the first thing they're like, did you cry? I'm like,
That's fair.
You know, so basically.
Who's our audience? A bunch of 7th graders?
No, in person.
Oh,
in real
shit.
life. Yeah, dude. The first thing, did you cry? So let me explain to you guys the
Damn.
process
Tell them.
of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
When I cut my finger, I think because it happened so fast, I didn't necessarily feel the pain.
Uh-huh.
You know, like obviously,
Your story's
like
so boring. Just kidding.
obviously, I felt like a sharp pain,
Yeah.
but it was quick.
Did it like burn?
No, not at
No?
all. It was quick. The pain was quick, and it was just like the initial slice of it. Because
Okay.
I didn't like chop down, I like sliced down.
Oh,
You know? So
Yeah.
le agarré bien bonito al filo.
y
And
con
then-
peso, huh?
Yeah. And then when I rinsed out the blood from my thumb, I looked at it and I was able to grab the tip of my tongue. Ay, cabrón.
Uh-oh.
Somehow my tongue was in there too.
Your tongue was like...
No, and I was able to grab the tip of my thumb
There you go.
on top of my nail, because I'm a nail biter, so my nails are pretty short. I should not say that out loud. I should not be saying that out loud.
That's
Anyways, the tip of my thumb, the cut was so deep that I was able to just move around
That's
the
right.
tip of my
It kind of
thumb.
looked like he had a bowl cut because not only did he cut like his whole thumb and he's able to move the skin around.
Now hold up, before you
But-
get there,
Uh-huh.
before you get there, I will explain just how deep, because I went to the doctors right after.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll explain the doctor's part as we continue with today's topic, because it relates.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But the doctor basically me saw 3 x-rays.
Yeah.
Because you know what they said? They said, we need to examine your thumb to see exactly how deep you cut, to make sure that you didn't grab any bone. That's how deep me corté el
Because your skin was
dedo.
moving.
Right. And so then
You can
me
move your
hicieron the
skin.
x-rays.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, you know what? You missed your bone. You're good.
Okay.
So we're going to put stitches on, right?
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. All that BS. And we come to find out when they're doing x-rays,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it seems like the reason why I did not completely chop the full tip of my thumb off, completely off,
Uh-huh.
is because my nail got in the way.
Oh shit! And the Lord was watching,
And
the
yes,
Lord was
the
present.
Lord was on my. Have you ever seen Angels in the Outfield, the movie?
Yes.
Donde hay un angelito playing with the pictures and
Yeah.
the.
Que el angelito le da like the extra push.
Yeah, exactly. Un angelito, dude, atrásito de mí.
Dude, un
Me
angelito sacrificed his whole finger for you.
Yeah, dude, un angelito me agarró cuando me corté, el angelito le hizo culo. Let me move his hand out of the way a little bit.
No alcanzó, dude. No alcanzó.
So I didn't chop off the complete tip of my thumb. And I don't just mean on top of my nail. I mean like
no, like literally like half.
Everyone right now, look at your thumb and look at where your nail is
look
at.
Look at your thumb.
And go half. And then go halfway through your thumb, horizontally. That half of your thumbnail. That is what I was about to chop off.
Yeah.
But I only got from one edge of the thumbnail to basically almost around the whole other side of the thumb, and I sliced it off, but I missed the bone. But the reason why I didn't like slice it fully, literally, is because my nail was in the way.
Imagine if you were wearing acrylics.
Nothing would have happened.
Nothing would have happened. The acrylic would have taken the heat.
Yeah,
that's right. Damn. Yeah. Well, we're glad you're feeling better. Producción, por favor, aplausos.
Thank you
Doing
you guys.
better. Oh my God, he's so brave.
He's
so brave.
Thank you. Nope.
Wrong.
No.
Not the handicap hand.
Don't touch me, bitch.
No touch.
Do not touch me, bitch.
Well, I'm glad you're doing better.
But you know what? Ever since this happened, I produced una música sentimental, por favor.
Sí.
You know, ever since this accident happened, which we just reached about a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, life alternating, right?
I'm a changed man, Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse, I'm a changed man when I tell you.
Did you find God or Jesus or both?
Everyone was there. Everyone was there. The first person I ran into was Cher.
Oh my God.
And you know what she said? She said, Cheeto, do you believe in life after love?
Did you have an answer?
I said, I believe it.
No, not R. Kelly. No, not R. Kelly.
But no, wrong one.
Wrong.
But no. Anyways, this is why we actually haven't been able to post anything recently. I am telling you guys, besides the holidays and like spending time with family, I had a life altering.
Yeah.
Don't laugh, bitch, because I almost chopped my thumb off.
But you didn't.
And I didn't. But still.
Because of who? Because of your nail. Shout out to the nail production. Thank you.
But it was really scary. It was really scary because after I was like, oh my God, what if I would have, I kept going deeper and deeper. I know it was the tip of my thumb, but still not even that much, like a lot of the tip of the thumb. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, damn, imagine it was lower. What if my whole thumb? Bruh, if I'm thumbless, dude.
Did you see me pass out?
Yeah, you're dumb. Okay, you guys.
But okay, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yada yada.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Sorry to bore you guys with my life altering fucking life.
I was kind of thinking, right, like in honor of being thankful, right, because Thanksgiving just passed, and in honor of being thankful, I wanted to bring up a list of celebrities.
Okay.
Particularly a list of white celebrities who I think Latinos will love. And based on your perspective, I want you to tell me yes or no. Okay?
Okay. Side note, my goal is to sit properly, but like this.
I mean, you got it.
No, girl. My balls are chopped. They're deep inside of me right now. I am tucked in, dude. My balls are chopped.
You a woman.
Okay.
You're a woman. Okay. All right. So I got a list of white people. I got a list of black people. Okay. I got a list of white people that I think Latinos will love. Maybe you can follow along with me, right? So, do you think Latinos would love Steve Irwin?
They already do. Yeah, of course.
What about Bill Nye, the Science Guy?
They already do.
What about Martha Stewart?
They obviously do.
What about Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Bob Ross?
Yeah.
What about...
I feel like Bob Ross was more of like when we were a little older, because I feel like as kids, I didn't really know Bob Ross when I was a kid.
Right.
Mr. Roger, though, on the other hand, tucked me in at night every night.
What about Betty White? Shout out.
You mean Betty White? Yes.
Betty White,
Come on.
yes,
have you seen The Proposal? Are you kidding me, dude? I fell in love with Betty White when I saw her doing that little satanic ritual in that movie. Thank
You want to
for
add
that.
anybody else?
Your mom?
Oh,
Do Latinos like your mom?
no, they don't. And I got a list of some black people that I think Latinos would love.
Okay.
First of all, number one that I think is in the top list, Kobe Bryant.
Of course.
Latinos will always love him forever.
I've said. I mean,
You're
I've
the
said this.
reincarnation of Kobe Bryant.
No, I've said this. Don't you disrespect them like that.
He loves his Latinos. I know that for
I
a
think
fact.
anyone that shows a lot of love to Latinos will get it back. Example,
Absolutely.
Dr. Simi.
And
Universally next to Michael Jackson.
absolutely. Yeah,
I saw a video on TikTok, and it was hay una montaña. I don't know where it's at. I gotta assume it's in Mexico.
Okay.
But hay como a little hill,
Mhm.
right? Y en esa montañita, el pueblito is colored and in the shape of Dr. Simi.
Yeah.
And then the video was like, oh, it was like someone almost like they were driving and they can see the hill. And so you can make out the image of Dr. Simi's face.
Yeah.
And then your friend tells you where they live and they tell you that they live in el bigote de Dr. Simi.
That's right. And then I have two more people. What about Ice Cube?
I always get told that I look like Ice Cube. Because, okay, no. Not to be mamon or anything like that, but I sometimes get told
Okay.
that I look like Ice Cube with certain facial expressions that I make.
Okay. He is known for making he's like I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like tough guy face.
What would be? Can I add Ice Cube to my SNL impersonation?
A ver, go for it.
How many people do I have? Craig, do you have the list? Craig.
He's asleep, dude. Craig died.
Vas a ver, cabrón.
Craig se murió.
Motherfucker over here texting on the job. Don't be texting on the job. Do not be texting on the
He's
job.
texting his side piece. Leave him alone.
He's
He's texting you.
Did you hear what he said?
What did he say?
He said he's texting Joanna.
Damn. That's what I said.
Anyways, my SNL impersonation list.
All right, bring it up.
Mario,
Okay.
when he dies from Nintendo 64.
Of course, you're gonna need that pretty much every time in your career.
Mi tía Carmen.
Of course, everybody knows who that is.
El Buki.
Of
El
course.
Buki's, hey. You know?
Of course.
I gotta save my throat. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments if you even want to hear these. I'm just gonna list them, but if you want to hear them, I don't know. You gotta ask for it. I can't just be wasting throat.
Throat goat.
What?
You're the throat goat.
Okay. We're moving on. And that's our cue. We're moving on.
There you go. There you go. Bravo.
But, okay. Thank you for those questions.
Yeah. I feel like those are good, solid people that we need to give. Unless you've done something
Girl.
and we don't know.
How about don't do this or this ever again? Yeah, you know what? Those are good people that we gotta mention. So,
Whatever.
Today's topic. Don't you
Yes.
dare think that we're just wasting your time.
We are.
Because
Well, we are.
Exactly. Yeah. But we also have a topic.
Yes, we're wasting your time with a topic.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you're up to this point, you're thinking, you guys, okay, I heard about Cheeto's very unfortunate thumb story, and I definitely forgive them for not posting these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But you know what? What is the topic today? Today we're going to talk about
Poverty.
okay.
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
I was waiting for you to say it was like
I was not even thinking of
Poverty.
poverty. I was still actually talking.
Oh.
And I was like, wait a
My
minute,
bad.
this gonna make a fart noise or something? No. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about not just poverty. We're gonna talk about the moment that we realized that we were poor.
poor. Yes.
And we were living in poverty.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Let me start off quick. Mira.
Oh, you can't snap with the other finger. Qué bueno. It's okay.
All I do is give.
Why? When is it my turn?
I give and I give and I get nothing in return. No, okay.
People who truly give from the heart don't complain. Thank you.
Payless was very expensive.
Shout out to Payless, dude. Oh my god. And Payless, from my understanding, was like one of the originators of the BOGO. The buy one, get one free. And I was like, you mean
You mean there's more?
You mean I got two shits? It's so crazy because like when you bring up the whole Payless stuff, like I remember I had a pair of like wannabe Vans. They're like slip-ons, right? And they were black.
They were probably Airwalks.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, they were Airwalks. They were slip-ons, and I remember they had like little cherries all around them. They were really cute, and I used to get a lot of compliments on them. And they're like, "Oh, your shoes are so cool. Where'd you get them?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I was brave enough to be like, I got them at Payless." I was a laughing stock. And they're like, "Oh, did you get them in BOGO?" And I was like, "Oh, like I did." I think I did. It was like
Oh,
the
shit.
laughing stock. Yeah.
You know, that reminds me también.
And that's so rude. I'm like, bitch, you were just saying 2 minutes ago that you like them. Why don't you get them and shove them up your ass, bitch? How about that? Okay.
Hey,
I gotta chill out.
You gotta calm down, okay?
Something is
This,
like-
yeah, we're live right now. Imagine. But yeah, so that's exactly what it reminds me of también.
And like I feel like
How
it's
classist.
absolutely. And like the United States is such a classist society. I don't care. Come for me. I do not care. Like status is such an important thing out here, right? And especially you see it along with like younger.
You know what else
kids.
is very important?
What?
Thumbs.
Absolutely, brother. I
yeah.
mean, could not said that better.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's also within like the younger generation también. Like I have a coworker que tiene dos hijos y tiene una hija como de 14 años. And
La que no sabe escribir.
no, esa es otra, dude. Esa es la in Washington, dude. Oh my God. Yeah.
that looks at everything. Es la peor, dude.
Okay. Le voy a decir bien rápido because no hablan inglés o se lo voy a decir en español. So real quick, I used to live in Washington y cuando vivía allá, yo tenía una compañera que siempre decía, oh, mi hija, que mi hija, que esto, que mi hija, lo otro, bla, 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 right? Mi hija esto, mi hija lo otro, la llevo a basketball, la llevo a softball, right? Que era muy deportiva la chamaca. We're like, oh, okay, cool. Pero I mean, I never really cared about, I don't really care about anybody's kids, right? So yo nunca pregunté de más. And then one time she was like, Ira, oh my God, mi hija me escribió una carta para el Día de las Madres, qué linda. And I was
Okay,
like,
you were thinking,
and I was like,
una
okay.
niña chiquita.
And I was like, okay. And she's like, ¿la quieres leer? And I'm like, sure. Y veí, dude, vi la carta, dude. And I was like, oh. Everything was misspelled, dude. Las pinches letras feas, dude. Feas. Yo escribo mejor con mi culo, dude. Like, feas. Pinche letra fea, dude. And I was like, oh, obviously esta niña tiene like 8 años. And I was like, hey, how old is your daughter? She was like, 17. I was like, God damn, you got stupid. I was like, God damn.
Oh, my God.
I was like, God damn, dude. Ya mero le decía, I was like, pinche chamaca
Oh, my
pendeja.
God. Dude, your culo should have offered tutoring lessons.
I
or
should have,
something.
dude.
Damn.
But like I have a coworker, tiene una hija ya grandecita, acaba de empezar high school, creo, la chamaca. And it's like, la chamaca todo lo que quiere es puro de marca. Puro de marca. And it's interesting how like kids get to that point, you know? Like
they're learning it from us.
I mean, they're learning it from someone, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know, se me hace weird. Se me hace really weird for little kids to be demanding cosas de marcas. I demand only Nike, only Adidas, only Sephora things.
I'm going to go a step further. I also think it's weird when adults are demanding that as well. Now,
for their kids.
Now, okay, well, that's very, very specific. But yeah.
I'm like, why would you want to give a 7-year-old like an expensive pair of Nikes when in 2 weeks no les van a quedar? Like that's just crazy to me, right? But I feel like you can make your kids look nice without wearing name brands. And I don't know, maybe because I don't have kids, so I'm an ignorant piece of shit. But like, your kids could wear Payless and Walmart and look nice because
Payless does not exist.
I know. What is it then?
Walmart.
Your kid can wear Walmart from head to toe and they're still gonna look nice because the key to looking nice is hygiene and cleanliness, like and nutrition. So like, I don't understand where that is. Like I've always said it. Like if I were to be cursed and have kids, I'm not buying those kids nothing new from ages 0 to fucking 14. I'm not buying them anything new.
I was talking to my mom.
Todo usado de la segunda or from Walmart. That's all you get.
I was talking to my mom a couple of days ago, and I forget what we were talking about, and le dije something about Joanna. I don't know. I think Joanna was maybe having cramps or something, and I told my mom like, oh, like Oh, it's because Joanna's been sick for like 7 years already, dude.
Yeah, Joan's been sick for like
Literally.
3 months. Poor thing.
And 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 my mom, she called me. She was like, "Hey, mijo, how's Joanna doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, anda bien, Juanita. Nada más que I think I told her I was like, creo que like le duele la panza. I don't forget what I said, but it had something to do with this female area. And my mom was like, "Ay, mijo, ojalá que no sea dolor y que sea un embarazo." Because my mom obviously
She's the
wants
only one that's gonna be
grandchildren.
happy about
Yeah,
that.
and I was like, "Ay, ama." Here, hold on. Let me get in character.
All
Let me
right,
tell you
yeah,
exactly how I told her,
do.
right?
Tell the camera. Tell the camera.
I was like, "Ay, ama." I was like, "Tú y tus ocurrencias. No me pongas esos pensamientos satánicos." And then she got fucking mad, And,
But I
but
think
for
that's
real,
interesting.
man, for me, son pensamientos satánicos. I was just
Absolutely.
telling some friends not too long ago, a couple of days ago, I would hate to have children of my own. You know why?
Why?
Because my mind say no. My
Just your state of your mind.
There we go. That within itself was an example of why I am not mm, stated mind to be a parent. I should not be a parent. I will be so mad.
Learn how to talk first.
I would be so mad if I have like $50. Okay, let's say $80. If I have $80 and I have to get either diapers or GTA 6, I'm going for GTA 6
Yeah,
all day,
that
baby.
kid could shit himself. GTA 6 is a once in a lifetime.
Exactly, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's one of the things I noticed. I feel like whether you have money or not, like that's kind of crazy to me. But I think about it like when I was like, why would you buy your kids designer stuff like that?
Oh my God, I just had an epiphany right now.
Tell me.
I don't want children because I want to spend the money that I feel like I didn't have when I was growing up.
Absolutely. I've said this before, and Cheeto and I have gotten in fights over this. I think not anymore. But when he was younger, we used to have fights over this. And I said that I don't want to have children because I simply don't think they deserve the good life that I'm going to give them.
Why did okay, so
You would get so
I had
mad at
no,
me.
it's because I had an era. I had a moment.
You
I had an era in my life where I was very oh man, I mean, I'm not like ashamed or like embarrassed of it, but
Right.
but it was a little cringy.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I feel like I was there's nothing wrong with it. I was very, very religious. And I think I was just very heavily influenced by my mom.
Yeah.
Because my mom for like all this stuff,
That crack horse.
And I think, I mean, we didn't have money growing up.
No.
So all we had was time. And all that time I feel like my
and
mom,
no talent. We can do nothing.
and I feel like all the religious mindsets that my parents would have, they would really pass it down to me. And I feel like as a kid, I don't know, like monkey see, monkey do. And like you're a sponge and you keep it all with you. It wasn't until a certain age, towards like high school ish, where I started to like meet more friends, and I started hanging out outside of my home with friends, where I got to meet and understand different people's lives and their parents and different approaches, perspectives. That's when I started to get curious. Took it up the butt.
Curious.
And then that's when I was like, wait, I should probably question a lot of things.
Yeah.
And not in like a fucked up way, but just
Right.
questioning things.
Right.
And then that's where I kind of felt like I had that break away from that mindset when you and I, because I was very like,
I still think that.
And and I'm all for it, dude.
Yeah, but he would get so mad at me. He's like, "You're so selfish," and I'm like, "Yeah."
But like, cause it was like, oh man, I wish you would seen this movie.
Which one?
There was a movie. It's a
Passion of Christ.
No. It's a X-Men movie.
Yes, I've seen some of them.
It's called X-Men's like Days of Futures Past or something like that.
Oh.
But basically, they go to the future.
Well, they're in the past.
They go to the future to try to eliminate
the past.
No, hold up. To try to eliminate these like future robots that is going to eliminate like their race and all that stuff. So that way, once they do that, they go back to the past, which would technically be the present.
Okay.
To start where everything was right.
Okay.
So, anyways, they did all that, and the only person that survived was the Wolverine, Logan. This makes sense.
Shout out,
stay
shout
with
out,
me.
shout
Stay
out.
with me. Stay with me.
Shout out
And so
to Hugh Jackman.
They
I know
were
he listens.
able. Yeah, he survived, and he was able to go back in time after they succeeded the mission. And then when he met up with Professor X, which this was like, the mind brainiac dude, right?
Of course.
When the Wolverine got there to the present, he was confused because he remembered only the future, and he was like, "Oh fuck, where am I?"
Who, Wolverine?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's in the present already.
Okay.
And then he went up to Professor X.
He's like, what's up?
And then Professor X to him, it was a normal day, like anything. But then he like read his mind and all that, and he was like, he's like, Logan, it's you, because he already knew that he came back from the future.
Because he knows everything.
Yeah, and he was like, we have a lot to catch up on. That's how I felt when I broke away.
We have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, when I broke away from that, because I felt like you had already broken that cycle.
Yeah.
And when I did that, and I started questioning things, and I started having my own opinion, I felt like that, like, oh, Jesse, and you were like, "What's up?" You were like, "What's up?"
Quiet.
Yeah, I was like, Jesse.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
Sister.
You know what? And it kind of makes me think about this. Do you think that, like, being poor, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Latino, being poor, does that construct more conservative ideologies?
The math says so.
The map?
Math.
Oh, I think you said the map, the door. I'm like, well, if he said it, goddamn it must be true.
The statistics show.
Right. Because usually highly educated people are making good money. Because
right.
there are also people who didn't go to college or didn't get like a traditional degree who still make a lot of money. Like blue collar workers, right?
Right. My collar's blue, but my neck is red.
This is so stupid.
I've been working like a dog just to get my family fed. Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
That's what
That's you.
That's what I play every day at work. If my bosses are listening to this episode right now, you guys, my collar's blue, but my neck is red.
That's so stupid. It is.
I've been working like a dog just to be my family fed.
His neck is red, but not because he's a redneck. It's because he has systematic acne on his neck.
It's a serious condition.
Very irritated. No,
Okay.
es cierto. But I think I find that to be very interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of statistics out there for that, and we're not really here.
Let me clarify something though before people are like, "Hey, this guy's ignorant, but he's very handsome." Because I know you guys are thinking that, and it's okay. All right, we're an open podcast here, and we don't judge. So,
salud.
Yeah, Joanna just sneezed back there. She probably farted too. I can hear from her.
Damn.
Okay. Let me clarify something. When I said that, I think the stats show. Now, this is what it just like, I don't have a specific source that I can tell you, but not necessarily everyone who's in poverty is gonna be dumb.
Right.
No. There's lower resource. That's what I want to clarify.
Yeah.
When you live in poverty, normally on average there are less resources, meaning it is harder for you to go out and try to get that same education as someone who has everything, right? Basically,
But there are also people who lived impoverished, right, and were able to have excellent educations and come out of it.
And
right?
I think a lot of us fit that category.
And that's what I'm saying, like on average, right?
Yeah.
On average.
Now let's not get into the Oklahoma essay girl. Have you heard of that?
Oh, absolutely. This bitch is stupid. Have you read that paper?
It's fantastic.
Oh my God, dude. Mi culo can write a better essay than that and cite things in actual APA format.
I'm in favor of that.
I'm sorry. What?
What did you think I was going to say?
That you're in favor of the girl?
I was going to say I'm in favor of the professor.
Yeah. So you agree
getting
with
suspended.
You fucking idiot.
You got to let me finish. I'm with the Oklahoma girl.
Fuck that bitch.
Dude, can you believe it?
I'm like, bitch, at least cite the Bible. Like, at least cite the Bible, bitch. She didn't. You're supposed to write a research paper, okay? I write a lot of papers. I still do, And I
Did you know
grade.
Oklahoma
I
is ranked
grade.
the lowest in education in all
It's
50 states?
it's the 50th level.
Yeah.
Like
mhm.
shocker, right? Um, and I grade a lot of papers as well. And like when you are asked to write a research paper and you have at least 3 citations in it in APA format, and then you don't do it, you
Like,
fail. You
yeah,
fail, bitch.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know what to tell you, right? So, and not only were you like writing about how
Well,
trans people are not okay because the Bible said so, at least cite the Bible, bitch. Ludicrous 420, whatever. Like,
ludicrous person. Yeah, exactly.
that's my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
word.
yeah.
I'm just saying, at least cite the Bible, bitch. But she didn't cite anything.
Yeah.
That you can't be in college and write a paper at a third grade level. Like that's ridiculous.
Well, it's more common than you think. But okay,
Why do you tell me?
I imagine I may have.
I may
I
have
may-
helped her with that. No, that's crazy.
That
And,
is
like,
insane.
yeah.
Okay. You guys,
I think-
listen.
Can I
Listen,
say,
listen,
Can I
listen.
say something?
Oh, what's up?
I think I also talking about school and being poor. I remember like when I was in middle school, we would get invited to trips. But you would have to write a paper
Oh.
to get invited into those trips. And if you were selected, then you were able to go to these trips. And,
I have a very strong opinion about that. Go ahead.
And you were able to do that, but you had to pay for the whole trip yourself.
Right.
So I remember there was a lot of opportunities where I was like, I was really like, I really wanted to go, and I was like, but I would really thought about it. And there was this one Yosemite trip coming up. I don't even know why I wanted to go. I don't even like science, but I do like to travel. So I was like, I'm just gonna write this paper in Mr. Halley's class. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna write this paper.
Yes.
Fuck this paper.
Yes,
I was like,
yes,
fuck
yes,
this
yes.
paper. I'm probably not even gonna make it. Ka-chow, dude, I made it.
Okay.
And I was selected. And
Let
then,
me tell you something about that.
Okay.
Because we went to the same middle school, but
We did.
different years.
Yeah,
Because by the time I entered middle school, you were entering high school.
I was already in high school. Yeah.
So when I got to middle school, right, same thing. There was a point where we can submit an essay, and then if you're selected, they said that they were gonna select the best papers.
Yeah.
The top best
They're
papers.
probably lying, huh?
That is a fucking lie.
They made me feel so
Listen,
good about it. Because I know a lot of people were not able to go, and I was, and I was
think
scholar.
sometimes I feel like sometimes I underestimate I underestimate myself academically because I feel like in my real life
Yeah.
I'm just a silly boy.
Right.
But academically I know sometimes I feel like I also feel silly.
You're just a silly
But
boy
but I feel like I underestimate myself. And I know how to write a goddamn paper. I know how to do a lot of things. I know exactly what I can do.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you can't keep your fingers safe.
Correct. They didn't say nothing about a knife in school. Okay.
That's right. We don't have home ec, as you can tell.
Yeah, but I don't realize those things sometimes until I see other students or classmates where I'm like questioning, how are we in the same level?
Yeah.
And that is with respect, because we all know those little pendejitos that we went to school with.
The silver teeth kid. You can't be in middle school and still have silver teeth.
And I'm not trying to hate. Listen, I feel like
you're just keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. And I would drop names.
If I remembered, I would drop
No, but like still. And to me, don't get me wrong. To me, I would definitely come off as one of those pendejitos.
Absolutely. I mean,
Pero for me, it's like, hey, I know when to work. I know when it's time to get down and dirty, baby.
You know when it's time
to do, but my neck is red.
You know when it's time for playing. You know when it's time for work.
Yes.
Now,
I remember, hold on, let me finish that thought before I forget. The Yosemite essay.
Yeah.
I did a hell of a job. And they did not choose me. Now, I'm not saying I should have
Mr.
been
Howley
chosen.
Didn't like you.
Now, I'm not saying that I should have been chosen either. Listen to me. I wrote a hell of an essay, and I did not get accepted. But listen, I am not saying that they should have chosen me. But when I saw the top students they chose, I said, no way, Jose.
Yeah.
I know at least 5 of those motherfuckers who eat boogers.
Yeah.
There is no way in hell. Do you get me? Do you get what I'm saying?
Life is unfair like that. And I think,
either way, though, I would have not afforded the trip because we ain't got no money.
And I remember I was like, and I remember I was one of the, I guess I was one of the pendejitos. I worked so hard on my baby.
You were one of those 4 people that eat boogers that I noticed. And I was like, there's no way in fucking hell.
And be like, huh? Yeah, and I remember I made it and I was like, fuck, man. And I was like, I told my parents and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't that much of an expensive trip from what I remember. But I was able to go and everything like that. And I was super happy. And then a little bit later again, like this trip to DC came in and I was like, I think that's why when I was younger, yo no pedía mucho.
Right.
I very rarely ask. I mean, you're here as my witness.
I'm going to have to say that. I'm here as a witness.
I mean, yo no
her
pedía
fitness.
mucho. I didn't ask anything. I rarely went out. Like, I stayed home. Like, I didn't do much because I always wanted to, like, I wanted to go on these school trips, and I know those were pricey. So I thought that maybe si me comporto bien y no pido mucho, and I sacrifice a lot of things that I didn't get during my childhood, maybe it'll work out. And 0 out of 10, don't recommend it. Don't recommend it.
No, that's a topic for a different episode.
That's
because
a topic for a different episode.
I feel like out of the 3 of us, because it's just 3 of us, it's our oldest sister in prison.
We're not even talking about her.
No need to go into detail with that. She's locked up in that bitch.
That's right.
There's you and myself. I'll just talk about you and myself. I feel like you didn't really bother my parents that much. I feel like I bother them just about every waking second of their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I think that's why they hated you.
there it is.
The revelation.
Epiphany. Bitch, that's why they hated
revelation.
me. No,
but I think
But
also
hold
our
on.
parents were also so vocal, and I think maybe that's why as an
okay,
adult.
that's why I'm saying this might be an episode for a different day.
Okay.
Because, no, listen, like, you wouldn't ask much of them, but because I think you were afraid to be disappointed and let down.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes you're stupid.
Revelation.
End of the episode, guys. We're done. No, okay. Listen,
here's the thing. Let me finish my thought.
Yeah,
I just feel like my parents were always bitching, and I'm not. Look.
You're not just dumb.
I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
Yes.
Sorry, that was from Cat in the Hat. I just needed to get it out.
It was eating you
Yeah,
alive.
it was.
Because I feel like I look, and I'm not here to judge parents or anything like that. I'm not
I
here
am.
to judge. I'm not here to judge my parents or anything like that. I don't comezón.
En el culo?
en
What,
el
are you writing
culo.
an essay down there?
That's right. Like, I'm not really here to judge my parents or anything like that, and I get it. But like now, like I think for me as an adult, it's so triggering now, and I remember always hearing them, "No hay dinero, no hay dinero. There's no money, no hay dinero, no hay dinero." Like just how Cheeto was so annoying to them for every waking second. I used to hear that every waking second. So like I was so over it, and I was tired, and I was like, I'm just not gonna ask them for anything because they don't have money for anything. And it was really annoying to hear. Like I remember it was just so like annoying. And now as an adult, I make sure that okay, pero si no tengo dinero, I don't need to be saying it to anybody, right? Si no tengo dinero, no voy a salir. Period. Si no tengo dinero, I'm not gonna eat out, right?
Right.
And when my parents came and they were talking about how no tienen dinero, dude, I was so pissed off.
Now,
And that's a different conversation for a different time, right? But I want to just bring it up how like it really like does even affect you as an adult.
oh, for sure. I mean,
Those
are things that I feel like a lot of us would hear. Que no hay dinero. No hay pa esto, no hay pa esto. Now, my parents aren't here to
That's what I'm
defend
saying.
themselves, so I will play the devil's advocate in this
Go
case.
for it. Yeah.
I will say that, and I know you understand this wholeheartedly. I think that we need to make it clear to everyone listening that us,
We don't hate our
all
parents.
of us as children of our parents, and the big guy upstairs.
And that's right, the big lord.
No. I think our parents hicieron un sacrificio super grande
Absolutely.
that we obviously all appreciate, but at the same time, I mean, it sucks growing up like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair for us to feel that way.
Absolutely.
And that's not to sound like ignorant or like not really like being appreciative of what our parents, the little that our parents were able to give us.
Yeah.
I think those two things can exist. We can be
At
very
the same time.
appreciative,
Of
but
course.
we can also have our opinion and be like, it sucks hearing growing up that our parents would always say like, no hay pa esto, no hay pa esto. It sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks, and it's not fun hearing it.
Yeah.
And I think no one deserves to go through that, pero we did, and some
Yeah.
of us are still going through that,
Yeah. And I think
and
that's
some of
why...
us don't have a thumb. ¿Por qué?
Dios mío, ¿por qué, papá?
Ay, aguanta la mela.
You're so stupid. I think that's why, like, for me, like, I think that's why I'm just so, like, hesitant of having kids. I don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
Because then I don't want to be like my mom. Revelation. I just don't want to be like no hay dinero or
Yeah.
have that. And it's just like, no. Also,
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I had said también. Yeah. I mean,
also,
I don't
like,
want to.
I don't want to have kids for that. Also, I don't want to have a partner because gross.
Okay.
But
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
whole different
yeah.
thing, right? But I feel like it all comes down to, like, if it's just me, myself, and I, then I am only responsible for my money, and that is it,
There
right?
it is, yeah.
And then it kind of teaches you a little bit of, like, how to be financially responsible as an adult. How you grew up, like, being poor and stuff. Like, I remember, like, there was, like, this whole thing where, like, remember when we used to get food from the food bank? Like, afuerita, when we used to live in Anaheim? Yeah.
I
And
don't
we'd
remember.
get, we'd get like a giant paper bag, and it was all free food from the food bank, and it was fucking
I-
expired and nasty.
I know what you mean, but I think I must have been too small to
Oh,
remember
okay,
that.
yeah.
Thank God.
Ugh, the humiliation. That's what I mean,
Yeah.
right? Like, these kinds of things, and it was, and the fucking dude, if you guys gonna donate food, make sure it's good. That shit was nasty, dude.
Oh, mira, pinche delicado.
No,
Y
pues
todavía se
sí.
ponen los
No,
Girl,
pues
no,
sí.
you know what, people? Si me mandan an expired chicken noodle soup, I will gladly take it off
And then
your
you
hands.
eat it, and it's disgusting. You get sick.
Like I said, I will gladly take it off your hands. Speaking of chicken noodle soup,
Yeah.
I don't know who have you heard of the CEO? There's a voice recording.
Yes, of the Campbells.
Fuck that
Fuck
person
that
so
guy.
bad, dude. Oh my God, dude. Who was it?
No
Who-
les da
who-
vergüenza, dude, to be saying shit like that.
Who was it? There was someone.
It's crazy how some of these men let their guard down real quick.
I had just like heard about someone who's like a CEO. Oh, I see. I was like, I'm like deep in like Steve Arwen content on TikTok. Well, they kept asking him about money, and he was so energetic, and he's like, "Oh, money!" He's like, "I cannot get enough of money. I want it all to buy land and land and land, so that way we can build more conservation and this and that."
Aw.
And then I started reading through the comments, and I was
So
like,
good. He's
"Now,
a
can you
treasure.
imagine people, the 1%ers, with that kind of mindset? Can you imagine, dude?
Not the
People-
Americans, no.
That is so upsetting. I don't know why. What were we talking about right now?
Poverty.
No, the Campbell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Campbell
the Campbell,
chicken.
dude. Can you imagine, dude, people who have like that Steve Arwen mentality of just wanting to help for the clear fact
Of just
helping
helping.
because it's the right thing to do. It's the best thing in humanity to do, and they don't do it. That
And they have the resources.
and they have the research. That is so. Oh my
That's
goodness,
crazy
dude.
to me.
Mira, hay un dicho que dicen que México. How does it go? México no.
México no avanza porque no quiere.
No.
Oh.
No.
Perdón.
México no domina el mundo porque no quiere.
Ah, okay.
There's a reason why a lot of us Latinos have very little representation here in the States. I'm about to speak facts right now.
All
So
right,
you
do
guys
it.
get your notes,
Do
Craig.
it. All right,
Craig,
all
a ver.
right. All right, producción, can you make the sound of me writing something down?
No, good with your culo.
Oh, yeah. Can you
With
make...
your culo that can. Your culo that can write perfect.
Perfect essay. And I'm not even thinking. It has a brain of its own.
No, that's a tumor. That's a hemorrhoid or that's a tumor.
It's both.
What I'm trying to say, I actually forgot.
Oh, okay.
What was I saying? Catch me up. Come on. Don't start thinking of a culo.
So you're going to start spin some facts about Mexico, why Latinos were underrepresented?
We are underrepresented here, which is actually a big reason why we wanted, a lot of the times people think like, I want to voice myself because we have funny conversations and we want to have a podcast and we want everyone to join in our conversations. To be honest,
Who said that?
to be honest, for us, well, for me, I don't know about you.
You can't speak for me, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna speak for myself. For me, it was very little of me wanting you guys to get in my private life.
Should I
No,
spit?
no, not
We
even
don't
that.
give a fuck about
No,
you.
no. It was more like I just felt like there's a lot of different styles of being Latinos, and we represent one of thousands and millions of different lifestyles, and the way we live, the way we talk, the way we present ourselves, the way we care about certain things, the way we don't care about certain things, the way we want to name drop los chismosos pendejitos that I went to school with.
Yeah, but you can't remember. Or else you would name drop.
You hear that, Calvin?
Damn, poor
No, I'm just
Calvin.
kidding. So that was more of it because we have little to no, like, okay, I don't mean to say we have no representation.
Yeah,
But
very
when
little.
you think of the whole representation of everyone, we almost have nothing to represent us. So to me, I'm like, you know what? That is why we have this podcast, because I feel like it's less about us and it's more about us.
Yes.
It's less about us.
And
it's more about us. Is that a t-shirt? Less about us, more about us?
Less about you and me and more about us. No,
Ah, qué pendejos son,
I know, dude.
A veces me cabronan ustedes, dude. Pon atención, dude.
You know, I think also like like being poor and stuff like that. Like, I mean, we were very lucky because we never starved, as you can tell. Comida siempre hubo. And I don't know how my mother did it, to be honest.
That was rude. Can I tell you a little story?
Go for it.
About growing up and how great my mom was with not throwing away stuff that is still useful. AKA hoarding a little bit.
Sure.
But not with items, food.
Yeah.
When I was smaller,
my mom never. She's mentioned that she doesn't like throwing away food, which is fair.
No, my mom likes to use the food, and shout out to her for that.
Yeah, but if it's also like 3 months expired, doesn't smell good or taste good, we gotta throw it out.
So I love bananas.
Nice.
It is not a secret that I love bananas. I absolutely love banana. I love bananas, especially when they start getting a little freckly. Bananas, when they start getting really chiclosos.
They're extra sweet.
Está bueno este.
They're extra sweet.
I love that. Now, when I was little, my mom, I remember so clearly, my mom me daba the plátanos que tenía the brown mushy part already all over the plátano. And I remember I would feel the mushiness and I would be like, no, like I'm out, like dame uno amarillo.
Yeah.
Freckly. And she's like, no, mijo, ese es chocolate. Something I liked more than bananas, chocolate.
Of course.
She got me, dude.
And then you put them together in one fruit?
Dude, instead of throwing the bananas away, my mom, or whenever I would see her throw bananas away or she's about to, I'd be like, mamá, sálvame el que tiene chocolate. Sálvame todos los que tienen, ahorita me los como los de chocolate. My mom
but it worked.
It worked.
I mean, you were sick for a couple months, but it worked.
It worked. It worked so well that to this day, that's the only bananas I request.
Nice. Because now as adults, we know,
yeah,
right, that's what it was like to like have very limited resources, right?
When did I know?
When did you find out you were poor? You're like, oh. And I think it's so different for everybody because you like never get sat down like, no, your parents don't sit you down and be like, you know what, mijo, like I want to let you know that there are people that have more resources than us. There are people who live better lives than us, have bigger house, and that's okay. But at the same time, there are people que no tienen nada, so we should be very grateful where we are. Like no one sits down and explains to you that you're poor. You're just kind of living through it.
Yeah.
And at one point you have like awakening, be like, oh,
I think
I'm poor.
I had two experiences with that.
Two awakenings.
One of them was very clear that I was poor, and then the other one was more of a moment that I went through where I was like, yeah, okay, we're poor. This validates that we're poor.
Yeah.
So one day I was very hungry, and I asked my mom. I was a kid. And I asked her if there was any food. And she said that she hasn't made any because no ha ido al mandado.
Right.
Now, again, going back to what you said earlier that we always had food. Yes, we did. So it wasn't like that, you know. It wasn't
Yeah.
like we didn't ever go like days without food.
No, no.
But maybe a day, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And so my mom, I remember clearly, I was like, "Ama, like, ¿qué hiciste
You're
de
also a picky
comer?"
eater.
And she told me, "No he dado el mandado, mijo. No hay nada de comer." And I was like,
Oh, so you starved.
No, 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 hold up." And she was like, "No hay nada de comer." And then me throwing my little fit, right? But
Yeah.
not thinking anything of it. I was like, "Mom,
How
but
dare ya?
but I'm hungry. Don't you see?" And then my stomach, like Patrick, yeah,
Boing.
exactly. And I was like, "Why don't we have food, Mom?" And she was like, "Mijo, we're poor."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh." And I swear to you, dude, that was told to me, and I took it. I took it, and I was like, "Oh." I was like, "We're poor."
Damn.
And then
That
and
sucks.
yeah, I was like, "That fucking sucks."
That's
And also my mom was a housewife, and my dad was the only
yeah.
income.
Provider. Yeah.
And that's all he's good for.
Just
No,
work
no,
it.
I'm kidding.
No.
And then the other time, I experienced this myself,
Uh-huh.
and this was when I was like, okay, yeah, we're definitely poor.
Yeah.
Is when me and my mom, I would have a lot of fun going out occasionally with my mom. When I was like in high school and all that, we would have like our own like mom and son time,
Yeah.
and I would tell my mom that we should go to La Curacao to go watch movies because they would have a theater section
Hell yeah.
because we couldn't afford a movie ticket. I see, like, just for funsies.
Yeah.
At least not every time.
That's fucking sick. I might go do that too.
And then it was a great time, but then that was an experience where I was like, oh yeah, we're poor. Yeah, this
For
is
sure.
this is good enough for me. We're poor.
That's and that's
What about you?
That's so
What did
funny
you-
that you mentioned about my mom not having food because I do remember because I did mention, and this is speaking for me, right?
Yeah.
I was not as much of a picky eater as him. So my mama decía, oh, es que no he ido a mandar una comida, pero te hago unas quesadillas, o te hago esto, te hago el
Yeah, yeah.
otro, like these little things that you can put together real quick.
I know, and I hate that I don't like cheese.
Yeah.
So yeah, they would probably be enough for like quesadillas.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I would.
That's interesting. I didn't think about it, right? But I think that's what, from my perspective, like there was always food, there was always something, right? But anyways, I think for me when I realized that we were like poor was actually during college. So when I went to college, I went to Santa Barbara City College. I chose the most Caucasian city in this whole entire United States. Well, in California. Chose one of, because there's more Caucasian cities out there, And so I was like, okay, cool, great city and everything. But like I started interacting with my classmates and they were white. And so the interactions were very different.
For sure.
Very quickly. They'd be like, oh, where are you from? And I would be like, oh, I'm from like Santa Ana. Like you get very specific and they don't know where that is.
Right.
So they say Orange County and they're like, whoa, Orange County. And I was like, oh, no.
Chill.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no.
Chill.
Like, and they're like, oh, okay, pero como que no me creían, right? They're like, oh, okay. And then they'd ask me something that I will never forget. What do your parents do for work? Where did your parents go to school? Where do your parents live? What do your parents drive?
La Zapata allá en
I hago la zapata.
allá en
dude.
La Zapata en México.
And I was like, and I remember it was like such a trip for me because I was like, because when I would meet other Latinos, the only time my parents would come up is like, where are they from?
Right.
Right. Oh, my parents are de Mexico, mi mamá es de aquí, mi papá es de acá. Oh, okay, cool. Y hasta ahí llegamos. But it was very interesting with white people, right? And maybe their culture is different, right? So with white people, it was a very huge emphasis on what your parents did for a living. And so I found out real quick, and I mean, nunca me dio ningún problema, right? I was like, oh yeah, my mom works at a Macy's and my dad is like a factory worker. What kind of car do your parents drive? And I was like,
no way.
yeah, I swear to you, like what kind of car do they drive? What do they do for a living? Where do they live? Where do they go to school? And I was like, oh, both my parents went to school in Mexico. Like it was very uncomfortable for me.
What the hell?
It was very uncomfortable for me, and they'd be like, oh, they're like, I was like, these, at the time I didn't realize, but I'm like, these white people feel sorry for me, right?
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh, well, my dad went to Stanford, my mom went to Santa Barbara, like UCSB, and then my mom's a nurse, and my dad's an engineer. They live in Goleta, and my mom drives a BMW, and then my dad drives a Porsche. And it was very much again, big part of American culture is to show your status. So I think this is why they did it. I don't know if any of you white people, can you let me know why you do this? I'd love to know that. Or maybe it was just a Santa Barbara thing because rich people live there, right? So, just because you're rich doesn't mean you're not going to the community college, because you could be rich and stupid, you know? Yeah.
But okay, you guys, listen. Before I close it off, I do want to say some closing
Sorry,
statements.
I kind of yapped a little too much.
No.
there.
You're good. You're good. That's why we hired you here, girl.
That's
okay,
right,
we
thank
need
you.
a good yapper in
That's
here.
right. The throat go.
And that's coming from the throat go. Yeah. Okay, so last minute thoughts here to close out before we give our shout out for today. I just want to say, going back to early in the episode, how I said that, a lot of the times poor is a mentality. And I feel like a lot of us obviously wanted to grow out of that kind of mentality. And a lot of us,
some of us are still working towards that.
exactly. Some of us are still working towards that, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We have different journeys. But we are all one culture, and I think overall we understand each other in a very specific way that not many of us can understand really or empathize with, Pero that goes to say that even though a lot of us grew up struggling in these similar ways or even harsher environments than us, it's a mentality at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It really is. And
you will get through this.
Exactly. And again,
it will be
I
fun.
am not all about this whole positive, like, that sounds fucked up. This whole positive love life, no, come on, man. Like, we're angry at some stuff occasionally.
Absolutely. You gotta be. I always say, if you're too happy about everything, you're not. If you're not angry about anything and you're always happy, then you gotta open your eyes, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So we're a little angry and frustrated, and there's things that we're trying to overcome.
Yes.
We're not trying to be these influencers like that. So que más bien, I just want us to really see how we're all connected.
Absolutely.
We're like trees, fool.
That's right, fool.
We're all connected.
And we're like interconnected like this.
Yeah, así. Mine is the thumb, pues. Mine is the thumb. Déjame the fucking hand. So I think even though a lot of us have grown up like this, at the end, I think we all really understand that we really are extremely wealthy. We are very rich in the sense of the experience that we had, and it gives us such a unique perspective that helps us
connect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
So with that being said,
and despite all the angry and the being angry and yelling and fuck, man, I'm hopeful that we will all eventually get to where we want to be and live the lives that we want to live.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that pisses off the majority of Caucasian people because they really
the racist ones.
They really are scared that Latinos are going to take over.
The
in a few
racist
years.
ones are angry.
Today's shout out.
Racist Latino.
No. Today's shout out goes to a very belated shout out,
Actually, yeah.
This person deserved the shout out a long time ago because they continuously show support in they told us they don't have an Instagram anymore because they were going through like a social media cleanse. Now, if you're thinking, damn, they remembered. Of course we do, because you show us a lot of love.
Absolutely.
Sent us emails to tell us their scary stories and whatnot.
That's right. Shout out.
Also, I realized through reading some of the comments, we went to high school together.
Hey, what's up?
So shout out to you. I think it's you. God damn, man.
What's wrong with you, man? Do your research, damn it.
Maite. Today's shout out goes to you, Maite. Thank you so much for honestly listening to us. You kept your word. She said that she is now officially a loyal listener of Los Brownies podcast.
And we're going to count you to it, bitch.
Thank you so much, Maite. Side note, before we do the closeout, somebody on one of the comments on YouTube, I think a while ago, they said something, and I said, shout out to you. Just for that, we're going to give you a free year subscription on the Patreon. And I think they replied like a couple days later, and they were like, I can't find the code.
Girl, keep looking. Keep looking, girl.
Okay, Maite, shout out to you. We got one thing to tell you, girl.
Alabío.
Alabao. Alabín. Bon. Ba. Maite. Ra.